Bach Festival, this evening's festival, the Bach Festival is a music festival mainly for Western classical music. We are having here in Trivandrum, the regal capital of Kerala, every year. And we have already showcased over 500 musicians, renowned nationally and internationally, in our past festivals, including India's pride in international music, Julian Clef. Julian, he is the spirit behind the Bach Festival. Julian is in London as a concert pianist. Recently, he had been interviewed by the BBC Radio, and one of his well-known compositions, Night by the Lake, was broadcast live, which is a remarkable achievement. Julian sends his warm greetings to all the musicians participating this evening and to all here. And on behalf of the festival, I wish Julian a happy birthday and wish him a more successful year ahead. And since we have a variety of very interesting programs to follow, and with wonderful musicians taking part, I'm not extending this further. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so glad to see in our midst our chief guest, Dr.Usha Titus IAS. As we all know, Dr. Usha Titus is an outstanding and exemplary administrative officer in the state and central government, and also in services abroad. Her illustrious career extends even to the office of the Prime Minister of India and Reserve Bank of India. As a district collector, she has brought about so many reforms useful to daily life. Basically, she had been a proficient medical practitioner, but has chosen another vast field to serve the people. She had been considered as one of the most daring and strict officers in taking effective decisions, and currently she's serving as the CMD of ASAP, that is Additional Skills Acquisition Program. It's a government project on skill development in the most advanced level. In fact, there's a lot I can say about Madam, but since time is short and Ma'am is busy today, I'll keep this short. So we are so thankful to you, Ma'am, for your valuable service to our nation, and we are so proud and honored to have you here this evening. We're also so grateful that you accepted our invitation on short notice. On behalf of the festival directors and on behalf of all present here, I extend a warm and hearty welcome to you, ma'am. To our chief guest, Dr. Usha Titus. Thank you, ma'am. So now we gladly invite our chief guest to inaugurate the festival.
Good evening to all of you, and thank you very much for all the nice words that you had for me. Thank you, Willie, for inviting me to this 21st Bach Festival. It's not easy, it's no mean achievement to have a festival of this kind involving so many people, students of music, other musicians, and to run it successfully year after year, naming it glorious, taking, I presume, from the words of Johann Sebastian Bach, that the goal and the final reason of music is none other than to give glory to God and refreshment of the soul. Music is a fundamental attribute of the human species. From the most primitive societies to the more advanced society, they all make music. It is true throughout history. It's true throughout one's lifespan. In time or not, we humans, in tune or not, we humans sing or hum music. In time or not, we clap and sway. In step or not, we dance and groove. And that's sufficient for the most of us, that includes me, to enjoy life, to celebrate the events in our lives. It's the time of reunions in most colleges. So it is in my alma mater, CMC Vellore. So the alumni reunion is going to happen a week from now. And already the group has sent out songs which we presumably sang as college students for rehearsing it. And I was always out of tune then and will be even more so now. So I am busily ensuring that the musicians of the batch attended so that we can form the background, the choral part of the group. What do we do without musicians in life? Musicians are those who create music, who perform or conduct music. They are the ones who leave their work behind, like Johann Clef, for the rest of the world to enjoy. And within that set of musicians is a subset of music teachers, without whom the musical geniuses cannot be ignited. So, to Willie George and his group of music teachers, we owe a big gratitude for enabling our children to grow in musical talent, to take their musical talent to the highest levels. And that is why on June 21st every year, the world honors musicians with the World Music Day. And the theme for this year's World Music Day, if you all know it, was music of the intersections. Music on the intersections. These days, almost all of us have been concerned over the violence in Manipur. And this year's theme of music on the intersections appears to be apt because it was set as the theme to highlight and understand the impact of music in bringing people together, irrespective of culture, tribe, language, or community. I am a doctor by training, as she said, and a recent article in the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, says, if you want to firm up your body, head to the gym. If you want to exercise your brains, listen to music, as there are few things that stimulate the brain the way music does. Listening to music and playing, even more so, provides the total brain workout. Experts are trying to understand how our brains can hear and play music, differentiating it from noise. Music is structural, mathematical, and architectural. It is based on relationships between one note and the other. I realize that our brains have to do a lot of computing to make sense of the music. When Willie sent me a few pictures of what the music school has done over the years, he proudly presented the pictures of Professor Ramankutti and Colonel Binu John, because they were veterans, playing music like the little ones amongst us. Perhaps it's their passion that has brought them to this music school. But I know of a study wherein the Johns Hopkins researchers took 13 older adults, got them to take piano lessons. and found or proved that their attention, their memory, their problem-solving abilities, including the quality of life and mood, improved. And this is not after their turning pro, but after taking a few piano lessons. I was in charge of the school and higher education departments of Kerala. Should music be a priority in our high school curriculum? Today, music competes with a whole lot of other programs. The moot question at the center of the debate is whether in school, music education enhances the development of the brain and the mind. Today, I'm in charge, as you were told, of a state public sector undertaking called Additional Skills Acquisition Program. We try to improve the employability of our youth by encouraging them to take skill courses or programs of a higher order and which are industry relevant. We are proud of the fact that our youth who seek jobs in a large measure are graduates. However, the employers say that our graduates lack problem-solving skills. They lack decision-making skills. And above all, they lack communication skills that are rooted in language capability. And it is difficult to work as a team. Today, parents and schools try to help children clear standardized testing exams to enter a professional career which they feel would be good for the children, or to crack exams to get into jobs. This is indeed a worthwhile pursuit. But in the process, many creative programs such as art and music get deleted because there is no time, because it is felt that they stand in the way of education or learning. However, what we need to realize is that there is evidence now that the areas of the brain that control both musical ability and language comprehension are more related than what was previously thought, especially in young children. Music directly benefits the ability to learn words, speak them correctly, process new sounds and new situations better. Music education involves a high level of memorization because students should be able to read music by sight and recall lyrics. Thirdly, playing a musical instrument has long been known to improve dexterity and the hand-eye coordination. The opportunity to grow motor skills, especially amongst young children, becomes significant in this context. Music education also facilitates powerful study habits. The managing director of a leading company told me once when I met him that they wouldn't like to recruit anyone who has not done an online program, an online training program that equips the learner with additional skills. What companies look for today are people who are adaptable, who willingly learn new things because the world is changing, technology is changing so fast that employers want employees who are adept, who are flexible. And that is one of the skills that music education provides for those who take it. serious music education requires a lot of discipline, consistency, patience, and these are skills that can be translated across sectors. Finally, music teaches teamwork. And today, we shall see the glorious music. We've already seen the starting cantata of people, of children, who come together to bring out a performance that brings so much refreshment to our minds and souls. Musical training definitely, in conclusion, leads to an expansion of the gray matter, thereby enabling us to process information and situations leading to better decision making. I congratulate Willie for leading a music school in Trivandrum all these years and conducting this lovely festival that I've heard so much about from my sister in particular, who is his student, and bringing it to the 21st year, naming it after the father of Western classical music, Johann Sebastian Bach. Let this musical program too be finally for the glory of God and refreshment of our souls. Thank you very much for bringing me here, and I wish this program and the school all the very best.
Thank you, madam, for your inspiring message, a beautiful message, and inaugurating the festival.
Every year we give some awards for the achievements of students. First of all, we like to thank our chief guest, and Master Haridath is going to give a token of our love to Madam. Now we have a few more awards. This year we are giving 2 awards for the best students. The first one is Jacob. Is Jacob around? It's a surprise. Jacob, please come. He learned ukulele and he plays Bach in ukulele. It's a wonderful achievement. And now the second, he is also the best student, Haridath. He learned to play the Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. It took an year to learn it. Best veteran student, Professor Raman Kutti. You are the best veteran student. He captures every moment of the school activities. Last year it was Colonel Binu. It's a great inspiration for our young generation. Colonel Binu, please stand up. Jolie Matthew. They are going to play now afterwards. Okay. Thank you. Most passionate student of the year. Can you guess? Usher. Usher, yeah. Where is Usher? Where is Usher? Yeah, come on. You're surprised. Whenever I give him, he's learning from Kottaragra. And whatever I give, he's easily and quickly picks up. best online student, Ananya, is coming all the way from Bangalore for this, to perform here. The music now you listen is composed by Julian Clef. Give her a big hand. You're very silent. And we encourage the parents who are the key role players, sending their children for music. And this year, the award goes to who? Mr. Prakash and Sangeeta Prakash. He's a teacher in higher education, technical education. He's always carrying his son. Give Prakash and Sangeeta is not here. Please come, Sangeeta. Yeah. He sits with him through all the lessons, spending a lot of hours. And his son, their son is also a good badminton player. And that's who gave you the token. Yeah. Give them a good hand. One more award. The highest attendance award goes to Siddhant. Congratulate his parents and grandparents, always bringing and sit with. He's going to play a solo, piano solo, La Paloma, later. This is a special award giving this year. And this is for the meritorious performance in Bach Festival for many years. And that goes to Fenton Christo. He's a wonderful pianist. With this, all the tokens will be given later after the program. So, thank you very much, ma'am, for coming and gracing the occasion.